Sometimes, everyday English can sound a bit too direct, making listeners feel uneasy, especially when speaking to your boss or teachers. For example, saying, "That's not what I asked for," might come off as blunt or even rude, unintentionally giving the wrong impression. In contrast, a phrase like, "I'm afraid that's not quite in line with our expectations," is more indirect, helping you avoid unnecessary conflict. In this video, you'll first hear a male speaker with a more direct tone, followed by a female speaker who sounds more polite and formal. Now, let's begin.
I don't have time for this.
I'm a bit short on time right now. I'm a bit short on time right now.
Calm down.
Let's stay composed. Let's stay composed.
Leave me alone.
I'd appreciate some time to focus. I'd appreciate some time to focus.
Don't worry about it.
Rest assured. Rest assured.
I don't like it.
It's not quite to my preference. It's not quite to my preference.
I don't know about it.
I'm not currently informed about that. I'm not currently informed about that.
I don't agree with you.
I see things a bit differently. I see things a bit differently.
Don't interrupt.
May I finish what I'm saying? May I finish what I'm saying?
Don't tell anyone.
Could we keep this confidential? Could we keep this confidential?
I don't want to talk about it.
I'd prefer to leave this topic for now. I'd prefer to leave this topic for now.
This is wrong.
This may need some adjustment. This may need some adjustment.
Don't call me again.
I'd prefer if we didn't have further calls. I'd prefer if we didn't have further calls.
It's not your business.
I don't think this concerns you directly. I don't think this concerns you directly.
Tell me what you think.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this.
I don't understand.
I'm not entirely clear on that. I'm not entirely clear on that.
Do this right now.
Let's prioritize this task. Let's prioritize this task.
It's good enough.
This seems to be satisfactory. This seems to be satisfactory.
I'm feeling stressed out.
This is becoming a bit overwhelming. This is becoming a bit overwhelming.
This is urgent.
This requires immediate attention. This requires immediate attention.
Tell them no.
Could you communicate that will pass? Could you communicate that will pass?
Take this seriously.
It would be best to give this importance. It would be best to give this importance.
Don't ignore it.
Could we give this our attention? Could we give this our attention?
Be careful.
I'd advise taking extra care. I'd advise taking extra care.
Mind your tone.
Let's keep our communication respectful. Let's keep our communication respectful.
Call me back.
Would you be able to return my call? Would you be able to return my call?
Send it as soon as possible.
Could you send it at your earliest convenience? Could you send it at your earliest convenience?
Give me more time.
Is there any chance to extend the timeline? Is there any chance to extend the timeline?
Give me some help.
Would you be able to assist me with this? Would you be able to assist me with this?
That's a bad idea.
I'm not sure that would work out best. I'm not sure that would work out best.
It's too expensive.
This seems a bit beyond my budget. This seems a bit beyond my budget.
I can't do that.
I'm not able to do that at the moment. I'm not able to do that at the moment.
Stop wasting time.
Let's use our time effectively. Let's use our time effectively.
This is difficult.
This is proving to be a bit challenging. This is proving to be a bit challenging.
That's not acceptable.
I'm afraid that's not quite in line with our expectations. I'm afraid that's not quite in line with our expectations.
Try harder.
Let's give it a bit more attention. Let's give it a bit more attention.
That doesn't work.
This approach may not be effective. This approach may not be effective.
I'm feeling annoyed.
I'm experiencing a bit of frustration. I'm experiencing a bit of frustration.
Let's change the topic.
How about we shift focus for now? How about we shift focus for now?
I'm not okay with that.
That doesn't sit quite right with me. That doesn't sit quite right with me.
That's not my job.
That's outside my usual responsibilities. That's outside my usual responsibilities.
This is not what I asked for.
This doesn't align with my request. This doesn't align with my request.
I need more information.
Could you provide additional details? Could you provide additional details?
Keep me updated.
I'd appreciate periodic updates. I'd appreciate periodic updates.
I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense was intended. No offense was intended.
Don't pressure me.
I'd prefer a bit of flexibility here. I'd prefer a bit of flexibility here.
I doubt it.
I'm not entirely convinced. I'm not entirely convinced.
Why did you do that?
Could you walk me through your reasoning? Could you walk me through your reasoning?
Don't forget.
Could you remember to keep this in mind? Could you remember to keep this in mind?
I don't care.
That's not my main priority. That's not my main priority.
Wait for me.
Could you hang on a moment? Could you hang on a moment?
Leave it.
You can set that aside for now. You can set that aside for now.
Get it ready.
Could we prepare this in advance? Could we prepare this in advance?
I can't go there.
I'm unable to make it there. I'm unable to make it there.
That's your fault.
It seems there may have been an oversight. It seems there may have been an oversight.
Don't do that.
Could we try an alternative? Could we try an alternative?
Don't be late.
I'd appreciate it if you're on time. I'd appreciate it if you're on time.
This isn't good enough.
This could be refined a bit further. This could be refined a bit further.
Go ahead with it.
Would you proceed with that? Would you proceed with that?
Tell me the truth.
I'd appreciate your honesty. I'd appreciate your honesty.
Let me know your decision.
Could you update me on your decision? Could you update me on your decision?
You're not doing it right.
There may be a better approach. There may be a better approach.
We need to do better.
Let's aim for a higher standard here. Let's aim for a higher standard here.
I'm annoyed by this.
This is becoming a bit bothersome. This is becoming a bit bothersome.
I have no idea.
I'm not certain about that. I'm not certain about that.
It's a problem.
We seem to have a bit of an issue here. We seem to have a bit of an issue here.
Don't be so nosy.
Could we respect each other's privacy? Could we respect each other's privacy?
This looks cheap.
It doesn't look very high quality. It doesn't look very high quality.
That's too much work.
That may be quite a large commitment. That may be quite a large commitment.
Don't do that.
Let's avoid that approach. Let's avoid that approach.
I want a seat by the window.
I'd prefer a seat by the window. I'd prefer a seat by the window.
What's the problem?
Could you let me know what the issue is? Could you let me know what the issue is?
Hurry up.
Is there a way to move a bit faster on this? Is there a way to move a bit faster on this?
That's not my job.
I don't think that falls under my role. I don't think that falls under my role.
Make an effort.
Let's try to put in our best effort. Let's try to put in our best effort.
That's not what I wanted.
It's not quite what I had in mind. It's not quite what I had in mind.
We can't delay this.
Let's make sure we stay on schedule. Let's make sure we stay on schedule.
What, didn't you say anything?
It would have been helpful to have known earlier. It would have been helpful to have known earlier.
Don't blame me.
Let's keep this objective. Let's keep this objective.
I'll do it.
Would you be okay if I handle it? Would you be okay if I handle it?
Take responsibility.
Could we be accountable for this? Could we be accountable for this?
Don't make a mess.
Let's keep things organized. Let's keep things organized.
Stop arguing.
Let's try to find common ground. Let's try to find common ground.
Don't complain.
Let's focus on solutions for now. Let's focus on solutions for now.
Don't bring it up again.
Let's consider that matter closed. Let's consider that matter closed.
I can't make it.
I won't be able to attend. I won't be able to attend.
I'm not interested.
It's not really something I'm looking for. It's not really something I'm looking for.
Give me a discount.
Is there any flexibility in the price? Is there any flexibility in the price?
Why didn't you do it?
Was there something preventing you from doing it? Was there something preventing you from doing it?
Stop talking.
Could we continue this discussion later? Could we continue this discussion later?
I need this done right away.
Is there a way to complete this soon? Is there a way to complete this soon?
Can you fix this?
Could this be resolved? Could this be resolved?
Don't do it like that.
Is there a different approach we could take? Is there a different approach we could take?
Get back to work.
Shall we continue with the task? Shall we continue with the task?
Why are you late?
May I know what held you up? May I know what held you up?
Explain this to me.
Could you walk me through this? Could you walk me through this?
This is too confusing.
This could benefit from simplification. This could benefit from simplification.
Show me